We're live. Good morning.
Good
Monday.
morning, everyone.
Morning.
Good
20
morning.
29th of September, 2025. It's 6 a.m. Wherever, well, if you're in Eastern time, let us know where you are in the chat and hashtag KMT for what today, Alia?
Let's just do a t-shirt.
Okay. Which one? Any
A t-shirt.
Any t-shirt, any Kiltz Mighty Tribe t-shirt. Probably not Kiltz Mighty Tribe, Body by Bacon, whatever they have got at headquarters. That
You'll get a surprise, whatever
a surprise
it is. Right?
t-shirt. Yeah, there you go.
And if you have any questions, please put them in the chat. And this morning we have Tatiana with us. Good morning.
All the way on the West Coast.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Super excited to have this conversation with all of you.
Awesome.
Thank you for being here at this time.
Of course.
3 a.m. for you, right?
Yep.
You're the best.
Yep, thank you. You guys are awesome too, so probably making it worth it, so thank you.
So, do we have any announcements, Alia, before we talk to
Sure.
Tatiana?
October 1st, we're starting the additional expanded Kiltz Mighty Tribe. If you are a free member of the Mighty Tribe, at the top of the screen, you can sign up for the additional membership levels, which is the basic level includes an additional call on Tuesday night with Dr. Nelson and a coach, and then Thursday night with Dr. Nelson and specialists or doctors, etc. And on the highest membership level, you also get the 30-day carnivore course as part of that package. So please feel free to sign up. October 1st is like 3 days away. So the first call, since October starts on Wednesday, is actually Thursday night. The first additional call will be Thursday night. There you go.
Oh,
yeah, actually.
Good.
Yeah,
Good to
that's
know.
good to let you know. Yeah. Oops. This Thursday with Jenny Minich and Dr. Nelson.
And I'm grateful to Dr. Nelson and Alia for really putting out more and more content and helping all of us on the keto and carnivore way of living. So, Tatiana, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into this crazy meat-based living.
Yeah, well, my name is Tatiana, obviously. Kind of got into the whole carnivore space about 5.5 years ago. My now husband, we were just friends who worked at the same gym together. We're both personal trainers. We'd work out every day. We'd hang out. We just kind of like shared our thoughts about health and constantly. And we just kind of kept hearing about the carnivore diet. My then friend had struggled with shoulder issues. I had lactose intolerant issues. So both of our bodies and a bunch of other stuff, but those are the two main things. Our bodies were just kind of like, we need something that's actually health forward. Tired of like this bodybuilding diet, eating lean meats, rice, chicken, tilapia. We kept hearing like because we would be constantly eating like 5 meals a day, 6 meals a day through like the bodybuilding lifestyle. I was eating filler food like spinach, vegetables, and white rice, tilapia for even breakfast, egg whites, like just a bland, disgusting diet. And I was lactose intolerant at this time. There was this like pivotal moment where we were going to get some ice cream on like a work break. And I go right to the aisle where it's like the almond milk, the soy, whatever, like plant-based ice creams because I'm lactose intolerant. I can't have regular dairy. So I thought since I was like 10 years old. And then he's like, what are you doing? Like that's fake stuff, like that's garbage. And then so then that kind of just started the full on like ball rolling down the hill of, like I shouldn't feel this way. We need to figure out something to feel optimal. And so we kept hearing about the carnivore diet. This was back when like Paul Saladino was still doing carnivore diet. And we were just kind of taking in as many videos, podcasts, listening to like Sean Baker, people talk about carnivore diet, and then we're like, okay, we're gonna try it. Like, let's just go for it. We're gonna get all the steak, ground beef. We did all sorts of animal meats as well. And then about 6 to 9 months in, I started to reintroduce cheese. And then from there, I experienced no bloat, no discomfort, nothing as far as like my lactose intolerant symptoms. And this wasn't even with raw dairy, it was just pasteurized dairy. And so I could tell I had done a lot of healing as far as lactose intolerant goes. So I was able to eat dairy, cheese, all this stuff. I ended up having a lot of like dark circles that I didn't realize could ever go away. And they went away. I played clarinet for the most majority of my life as a kid till all the way till a teenager. And my hands would ache at like 20, 22, 20-ish, 21. And I was like, I probably just have like early like arthritis, like, like I used my fingers, my hands in such a strong position for so long. It's like, there's go figure. But that actually went away, and I wouldn't feel it at all ever. Like I don't feel that. And so like all these different things, I just experienced carnivore and how it was so good, and all the different healing aspects of it, regulated cycle. Yeah, it's been so amazing to have all these just things that pop up. You're like, wow, I didn't know I wasn't feeling normal or feeling good until now. Like, this is how I should feel. So it's definitely the most optimal diet, in my opinion.
And how do you feel, and what motivates you to go out there and share this in the airways?
Well, honestly, I know how good it is for me, and how like some family members, some clients have experienced the same or better or just different benefits. Like, I have this person, brother-in-law has said he tried it and his knee pain completely went away for a little bit, and it was amazing, and he didn't have any knee pain. He loved that. Another person said like they never knew that they were bloated. They got rid of their bloat. It's just like seeing and hearing people also share in that, like, just the good benefits, it makes it so worth it to be like, no, I want to share this with everyone. And even if like I just never shut up about it, I love sharing this because I know how good it is, how beneficial it is for certain, like just for the vast majority of people, even if it's not full carnivore, like just a meat-based diet that has no processed foods, no seed oils, like that's still going to be great for people. But yeah.
Very good. And extended family, what do they think about it?
Now I think everyone's just pretty used to it because it's already been so long. But initially we got some like pushback, and like we were crazy or we were extreme, or like we don't know what we're doing, or just kind of lost all credibility as far as like health and fitness kind of went initially. And then it started to kind of come back. I think with the whole the way the world has gone, I think there's been a lot of like the trust isn't placed into like so much the medical system and whatnot. And so I think a lot of people have been caused to think for themselves, and okay, what can I do on a personal level to make myself more like healthy and full of nutrients? And I think it leads people to a nutrient dense diet, which is carnivore diet, or like carnivore diet.
Just
So
so
I think they're a lot more normalized to it, is my point.
we've been poisoned by plant propaganda. It's as simple as that.
Yeah,
And in the personal improvement world, as a personal trainer, tell us a little bit about the personal trainer community and it's opening up to meat versus plant-based.
Yeah, I think it's kind of always been there, but never shown a light on it. Like there's just like, I believe some older like bodybuilders who did prioritize eating steak and did prioritize more of a meat forward diet.
Yeah,
But it's
steaks and egg
definitely,
was a traditionally bodybuilding food
yeah,
many years
yeah,
ago.
yeah, yeah. And so it was there, and I think there was the, I don't know, resurfacing of like just mass social media, and everyone was just being told heart healthy is, vegetable oil, heart healthy is egg whites, and no cholesterol and all this stuff. And so it kind of just seeped in, I think, into the bodybuilding world. And I think they just ran with it because going low fat makes sense, low fat, let's get rid of our fat. Doesn't make sense at all. But then yeah, so I'd say it was there, but it definitely is not shown at all. I think there's more people in the like just weightlifting world who have come to more terms of like, I should eat more ground beef, I should eat more steak. But I still think a lot of them they utilize keto, they utilize things like that. But I don't foresee it being like a change. Even though you could still get a pump without carbs.
How many times a day? You mentioned you were eating up to maybe 6 times a day sometimes. How many times a day do you eat now?
Now, 2 days, 2 times a day.
Okay, very good.
There's a question here on Instagram from Ramasonia. I've been watching the regular morning catch-ups, and I'm super keen to heal my body. But every time I start, I end up having carb cravings. How can how can I improve on carnivore? What can I do to get over that carb cravings?
Oh, is this a question for me?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things to like tell people is to look at kind of like their salt intake, and if they're salting their foods enough. If they have all these hunger cues, I mean, it could just be like the whole carb addiction, could be as simple as that. But the secondary thing that I like to look at is if they have put in enough salt in their bodies, because if they don't have enough salt, then they'll start to get craving. Whether that's because it's like an electrolyte imbalance, your body's kind of just not getting the electrolytes it needs, and then it sends these hunger cues. So that's kind of one of the things I would say, just to salt your food, or even add like a Baja Gold salt dropper, like ocean mineral salt of some sort that has multiple like electrolytes in it. I would say that's my secondary thing, and then obviously, yeah, I would say adding salt.
Clear the home, your environment of all the things that you were once addicted to, and add more fat and salt, as Tatiana says. I think that's really a good one. Dr. Nelson, any additions? Oh,
Well,
carnivore course coaching.
Sometimes we need to take a look at whether we are really, I mean, is it really hunger? Is it just a craving for carbs? Maybe when you eat, get full with meat and then stop eating for the next several hours. If you eat until you're full, it's unlikely that you'll need to eat for the next 4 to 8 hours. If you eat once a day, once you've been doing it for a little bit, you won't really get hungry, number one. And yeah, it could be just you're craving up here something, not necessarily your body is wanting that.
And join the communities, take the carnivore course, keto carnivore course. All these things are really important because the community, Tatiana, maybe you tell us, I mean, basically we all have cravings from time to time. We all do something that maybe not to our best interest sometimes. But I for me, it's always been, I gotta do better than Dr. Nelson. I mean, we're all, we're all basically we're working to be on top in a sense, right? Oh, I can do it. Well, I did it. I did 22 days. No, I did 15. Dr. Nelson did 22 days of fasting.
Fasting Monday today, by the way.
Wow.
What's that?
Fasting Monday.
Yep. The 6th.
No. Today I'm fasting. I fast on Monday, so today is fasting Monday for me.
Yeah. And I'll do 2 to 3 days a month, one meal a day, typically at night. And then the 5 to 7 days quarterly. So October is our 5-day fast, or more or less, whatever you want to do to join us. You do any fasting, Tatiana?
I do occasional ones. I don't have them set out like you guys. That is awesome to like have them set out. Yeah, the longest fast I've done is 2 days.
Dr. Nelson, is the Lion Diet part of the course?
Well, the Lion Diet is always one of the options to have. It's one of the many things you can do. Recently, I was talking to someone who I had not spoken for several years, and she was vegan, by the way, and I tried to contact her to talk to her because I knew she had multiple sclerosis, and finally got a hold of her this week, and she's been carnivore for 1 year. Her MRIs don't show any signs of multiple sclerosis any longer.
Wow.
But she's still having some struggles, so I suggested a trial of just Lion diet, beef, salt and water for 30 days.
Poisoned by plants, every disease we have basically, or the microbes that come with the plants, or the poisons that come with the plants. But it's called poison ivy disease. We're all poisoned by plants. Might that be as simple as can be, Dr. Nelson? With like, how many diagnoses do you have memorized in your practice for years? And all of us, it's just like this list of diseases. In general, would you say carnivore kind of like kicks 99% of them out?
Yes, almost every chronic disease out there. That doesn't mean you will never have one, but definitely. I used to buy the books every year. It's a
You had
really
to.
thick book. Now everything is online.
We have 2 more questions. This is an interesting one. Jonathan Root Song. Is it just me, or does it seem like wounds take longer to heal on carnivore? Wounds take longer
My
to heal.
experience is completely the opposite. How about you, Tatiana?
Yeah, mine is the opposite as well. My husband has had eczema, and I think implementing a carnivore diet has helped the wounds itself. So I would say I've seen the opposite as well.
Put some tallow on there, but in
Yeah.
general, it's faster and better. But it may be, I don't know, you're still healing in all of this, and but it should be. It generally becomes faster, easier, and all these things. But as Dr. Nelson says, let's see, the carnivore mean you're going to get no diseases and never die?
Never die. Nothing can prevent that last one. And when and how.
I can imagine infinite human beings that never die.
We certainly try, and many claim they have discovered the answer, but
it is called social media.
Oh yeah, you'll be around forever that way. Julia Caroline Greenblatt, do you take any supplements when you water fast? Anyone?
Oh, if I were to water fast, no, I just, if I experience a cramp, then I'll put some salt in my water, but no, I don't supplement.
Okay, there you go. And Dr. Nelson uses Kiltz Health electrolyte supplements.
Vitamin G, gratitude, graciousness, kindness. I either read The Way of the Christ or the Christ-Based Teachings, or some philosophical book that fuels, because the mindset is still the most important part of the story. And I think there's a lot of good mindset in the meat world.
We do have a lot of good mindset.
Lions, right? My brother gave me one. Faith is the bird that feels the light and sings while the dawn is still dark. From Tagore.
I like that one.
Faith is the bird that feels the light and sings while the dawn is still dark.
There you go. We finished our questions. Do you guys have any other questions? I have a question, female to female, with the fertility doctor. Did you ever have any issues with your menstrual cycle? Or was it always like normal?
No. So when I did do the whole like bodybuilding world, I did do one bikini competition, and
Yeah.
I lost my period for like a year, lost my cycle.
Wow.
Yeah, it was for a long time. I was just eating so bad, so lean, and like trying to be healthy, and it was not healthy. And there were signs that were clearly showing that I was not healthy. And so, and then when I would get it back, it would be inconsistent on the days of like, it would be 31 days and then 26, and then it would be like, it would just not be regular at all. Really uncomfortable and not a good, like regular cycle. And so that all changed. I obviously got it back. I obviously felt a lot better once I did get it back, and it now regulated to like a certain amount of days in every single month. So way easier to track now.
Sure.
I'm just wondering, if we look back at human evolution, how often do we spend having menstrual cycles?
I love
A
that
long time.
question.
What's that?
I said a long time.
Very few times.
Really?
Right, because you're either pregnant or breastfeeding.
Pregnant. Yeah.
I mean, why are we alive? We're alive to become social media stars. We're alive to become doctors or lawyers or health coaches. We're alive for our children. That's really we've missed the point of true health and wellness, which is building our families. Now, I'm on the talk as one child, but ultimately, I mean, there are a lot of women that don't want to have children,
Right.
or want to have one child or two child, and same with men, right?
Right.
But is that nature?
No.
No.
My mom popped out 4 in 4 years.
Right, but even still, the creation of birth control pills and all these other things that we've created in life, or this idea that we have to be something and be ready to have a child, it just is counter to nature anyway, which is kind of interesting. And also to be skinny. So a bikini contest. I mean, ultimately, what's the purpose of a bikini contest?
It's very vain, and you just want to push yourself to. I mean, there's some people who just enjoy it, but it can be very vain, and you're just trying to get the thinnest and still get some muscle and fit a certain mold, and and win a trophy or something.
I always say it's to get mated.
To get mated?
Attract a mate.
Uh,
Much of what we do, almost everything. What's the book, Alia?
Why billionaires have good-looking daughters?
Oh my God.
Why billionaires
Why
have
beautiful people have more daughters.
Oh, why do I think it's billionaires? Why beautiful people have more daughters?
Again, it's the book. They label it so people buy things, right?
Yeah.
But ultimately, the whole reason for podcasting, being a doctor, or whatever it is you are, is to attract a mate. It's our basic instinct. It's driven deep within us, and that's it. Is it better to be skinny or fat in a famine?
have fat on you.
And the same thing with pregnancy. If you're pregnant, is it better to be fat or skinny?
Have more fat on you.
Right. Well, you only have two choices, fat or skinny.
Yeah,
Right.
but I don't think obese or like overweight is in there. Just have fat.
What was the question? Is it better to be fat or skinny in pregnancy?
I guess fat.
Yes, because if there's a famine, there's a war, there's a lack of food or disease, right? And you can't eat or find food, how do you feed your baby in utero?
Off of the fat you have on your body.
And what if the fat on your body is actually the only food for your baby, always,
Then
and not the sugar in your bloodstream?
that's a good thing, right? If they're feeding off the fat and not the sugar.
Right. And so the harder we try to be skinny, what's happening to all of us?
We have no fat stores, or
No, we're all
low?
becoming fat.
Oh, and they're all becoming fat. Yeah.
Right. But the more we try to be skinny, the fatter we all get.
Like,
I
yeah.
mean, there's more diets, there's more drugs, there's more dissections, there's more people working to be skinny every day, right?
Yeah.
And yet there are more fat people today than ever before.
Ever before. Correct. Yep. Pretty insane.
It is insane, right? Very insane. You know, the very act of wanting not to be something, right? The secret is I don't want that, which the universe gives you what?
That thing.
Exactly what you don't want. It's-
Tatiana. Oh, sorry. When I
Yeah,
when I
hit the
had my second
questions.
baby, I was 225 pounds when I got pregnant, actually, and I couldn't eat very much during that pregnant. By the way, it was like so easy to get pregnant. It was like a joke. Like I sneezed and I got pregnant with my second child.
Wow.
But I was very overweight at that point for this body. Even though Dr. Kiltz is saying weight's good,
According to what we have labeled,
yeah, according to what we've labeled.
label.
Yeah.
And if I keep telling you you're fat and obese, what do
Yeah.
you think of yourself?
Negatively.
Negative.
But the point is that I had a hard time eating during that pregnancy, and I lost 40 pounds, and baby came out perfect. And she's the healthiest of my two children, actually.
Hyperemesis gravidarum. What's the purpose of it?
Is that Latin or something?
It stops you from eating poisonous food that'll harm your baby.
Right.
So
yeah,
why do we have
exactly.
all the problems? Because the diet we consume is poison.
Yeah.
And even if you ask the question, well, why do we need acetaminophen? Or why do we need pain pills?
Because
Because
somebody's
we're all
making
in
money.
pain.
Oh, we're all in pain.
But what causes the pain?
Unhealthy habits, or
Plants.
okay, I'm getting the theme here. Plants.
I mean, the simplicity of all of this is, I mean, again, it's hard but simple. Okay, acetaminophen causes autism and birth defects and all these other problems. Well, maybe it's true, maybe it's not, because heroin, cocaine, marijuana, nicotine, caffeine, and alcohol, which is a byproduct of plant fermentation, basically all comes from
Plants.
what'd you say, Alia?
Plants.
Plants. This is and now we're told what is the healthiest diet we're all taught to eat from the government.
Plant-based diet, or low carb, low fat diet with plants.
Plant-based, low animal, high plants, low animals, and we're all getting sicker, and basically you're not doing it right. Isn't that what they tell us?
Yep.
Pork belly.
Yeah, I love pork belly and pork meat.
Well, but they say don't eat pork.
That's right.
We've been brainwashed again.
Yeah, I know everyone in the carnivore community loves beef, but I think I love pork more. I really think I love pork more.
What's been your most, Tatiana, what's been your most inspiring story besides Dr. Nelson, Ali, and Kiltz out there and kind of guided you to like say, this seems crazy, but whoa, I love this.
Oh, what exactly do you mean? Like,
Book, video, podcast. I mean, what sort of inspired you? You mentioned, I think you mentioned Saladino, but you know, what do you think is really driving this in so many ways?
well, I'm a Christian. I'm a Bible believing Christian, and I think we're meant to be good stewards of our bodies. And I think the things that God's given us, and in one way that God's given me this passion for like helping people through diet, through nutrition, through having an overall healthy lifestyle. And I think that like kind of obviously my first mission is to Christ, but I feel like the work that I have here is meant to help people through nutrition and through fueling their bodies properly, and to help people to be mindful that we can be a good steward of all these things, of money, of our families, of all these things, but we always forget being a good steward of our own bodies and what we put into it. And so that is my main motivator, because I get my own convictions of, you know, I shouldn't be eating that certain food. And I've become more and more and more strict about that. And I think that's something that is worth sharing, because I know the benefits of, you know, properly treating your body and also doing something that's in the good sight of the Lord. So that's kind of my main motivator. If you want to talk like people who are in the space, like I love hearing like Paul Saladino, Sean Baker, Gary Greca, although they're not all carnivores strict, I do think they have a lot of good, really good information out there. Obviously, like hearing, yeah, you guys here, and yeah.
Do you have a favorite book?
Favorite book, the Bible. I don't read much else unless it's articles or whatever. I read the Bible really, and I get all my information off of online, or yeah.
Very good.
Let's do some of
We
these
have more questions.
Yeah. Where pigs fly farm. Have I developed an addiction to beef liver? It gives me energy boost. My body loves it. Can you eat too much liver?
Yeah, yes, I guess people say that you can, but I don't think you actually want to eat that much. So I think your taste buds kind of save you there.
Yeah, yeah. I think when you don't want to eat it anymore, that's when you're gonna not want to eat it. That's when you won't eat it. When it doesn't taste good anymore.
Yeah, I think your taste buds are very, very smart. As long as you've healed your hunger cues and all those things, your taste buds will tell you what you need on a very simple and natural level.
Yeah,
Do you
exactly.
eat liver?
I do, yeah, mostly in the winter time or after I get a cow butchered. So that's about winter time is usually when it comes in, when we get that cow, and then I'll just like save it in little like baggies or frozen containers of some sort, and I'll just eat it throughout the winter time. And then I find I don't really need it as much in the summer times, because you know I feel like the vitamin D that we get, everything, like you don't really need anything extra, in my opinion, or for me at least.
Any other organs?
Yeah, I like heart, I like tongue, and obviously, well, I eat a lot of bone marrow, bone broth, actual bones. Trying to think if there's anything else I've had. Like that's it for organ. I mean that I've tried. Yeah.
Let's
All
see
right.
another few questions here. If your doctor won't write a lab or test for you, what can you do? Wait, I think I got the concept. I read it wrong. What do you do if you don't get a prescription, if you don't get an order for a lab, but you want to do it, Dr. Nelson?
You should be able to convince most doctors
Go
to
to
order
Kiltz.
a test, but if you're not able, the good thing is there are some services out there like Own Your Labs where you can go and select the things you want to do.
I think you go to our website, CMYfertility.drkiltz.com, and we should have Own Your Own Labs link there. We'll order anything for you, by the way. I think everyone has, that's the whole point of Kiltz Health and also our keto carnivore courses is that you really control your healthcare, nobody else. We've sort of been handcuffed in this world that only the medical system can take care of you, but we're changing it in that we all can take care of our own healthcare. And whole point is you should be able to write online with us. We're working on it. Order whatever you want. And remember, who's responsible for your healthcare?
You.
You are. Nobody else. You are. That's the whole point of online. It's giving you the power, knowledge. I mean, Dr. Nelson, when you went to medical school, I know it was like when history first began, way back when. Where could you get access to healthcare information back then?
You had to go to the library, pull out a book that was already 10 years behind, and to do research on anything, it was, very tedious.
Regular libraries didn't contain the same thing as medical libraries, all the medical journals, right? And so ultimately today it's all online access with our devices, right? You have everything. And there are infinite doctors, quote, that'll give you whatever information you want. But it's now open access.
By the way, kind of related, because I did this recently. Do you know where acetaminophen comes from? How it was discovered? Comes from coal tar.
Ew.
Mm.
Okay, so now where does coal tar come from?
Petroleum,
Burning
the
up.
ground? Plants?
Well, it's
coal.
It's the La Brea tar pits. Anyone ever been to La Brea tar pits?
So it comes from dinosaur bones?
Well, it's from all organic matter.
Oh, there you
Organic matter. Which I think I'm throwing in the plants. Them damn poisonous plants, which want us to be their food and fertilizer.
It's true. My mother-in-law has a plant in the garden called acetaminophen, by the way. And it's a pain reducer. It's a tea. She makes tea out of it. So I thought that's where it came from. The plant.
Well, where does aspirin come from?
Oh, maybe it's from that plant. I don't know.
Well, aspirin comes from a tree. Is the bark of the willow tree.
Oh.
Yep. Heroin.
Plant.
Poppy. Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Nicotine, caffeine.
Plant.
Okay. Here we go. Here's a question. I think it's Mobina or M Flower Bina. Please help. Days 94 on carnivore and still gain weight, almost 8 kilos. She gained 16 pounds since starting carnivore. I still don't have my period back, and I have a huge appetite, and I'm really scared. 24 years old. So many questions. Like, what exactly do you eat? How much do you eat? Are you doing chicken?
What do you say, Tatiana?
What do I say? The 94 days and they gained weight. I think it takes time. I think there's a lot of questions you have to ask, but probably you spent a lot of your life eating processed foods and bad foods. You have to do some kind of like rewiring a little bit sometimes where you need to give yourself some good nutrient dense foods and for a good period of time. And likely before you weren't eating enough protein, you were eating just filler food. I'm just assuming, I don't know this person. And so once you start eating nutrient dense foods, maybe you do experience this weight gain. But I would encourage to keep going, maybe increase your fat, decrease a little bit of protein, and just try not to put it on too quickly. But I don't think it's something that's super crazy. I think there's just so many questions that you want to ask before you put like a blanket statement over it, though.
Yeah.
What's the purpose of eating food?
For fuel.
To make fat. Without enough fat, you won't survive the winter, the hibernation, the migration, the gestation. So this idea to be skinny is completely irrational. And so if in fact we were strictly hunters and gatherers for our food, there was no processed food, there was no markets, no stores, no ranches, what would be the likelihood that you'd be obese?
Don't think you would be obese.
Slim to none. So now, if you came upon a ripe fruit tree 50,000 years ago, would you have one bite and move on?
I guess, yeah, you just have whatever you're satisfied with in that sitting and then be done.
You
Move along.
eat as much as you could, right? And so now the human brain doesn't know that food is abundant and available for you tomorrow. It still lives in its ancient world of hunter and gatherer. So our ability, even as a carnivore, to undereat makes no sense to the human brain. The ancient brain still wants only one thing: fat for survival. And so, but you're right, eating a carnivore keto diet helps a lot of people, but we're still, even many people in the carnivore world, I know many of them, are still complaining about what?
Gaining weight, not losing weight.
Being too fat.
Yeah.
And that's once again our problem is the human body does not want to be skinny. But you want to be skinny, leaner meat, move more, and hang out with Tatiana and Meat-Based Tati in order to get some pointers. I mean, really, that's the world today. I mean, ultimately, you still need coaches and community to help you get to where you want to go. I know many carnivores that are taking GLP-1s.
Wow, really?
Mhm.
Oh, wow.
Or on low-fat diets.
Yeah, I've heard of the carnivores who do low fat or lower fat. Kind of interesting to me.
But it's not
Well,
really
in order to be
carnivore.
skinny, but you're 20 what? Something,
26.
right? Right. And so when you're 36, 46, 56, 66, it gets harder, right? Because you're in your peak reproductive years, so your metabolism is different than as you move beyond your reproductive years, both males and females. So I think that look at our good friend Marie Emmerich, Lisa Wiedemann, and many others, Kelly Hogan, and you know, that the world of weight loss is still a challenge in the keto carnivore world.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm having a hard time like wrapping my brain around it because I don't like when you eat processed foods, you get fat. I ate whatever I wanted after that one show and I gained literally 20 pounds in that like week and a half to 2 weeks. And I was just pounding down like everything peanut butter, everything processed foods. And so it's just the like fat thing. I keep getting the image of like just being fat, not like having good fat on you to survive through things. Like I feel like that they're different. And in my head, I'm having a hard time saying like, yes, let's have fat and like let's be
Well,
fat.
if you're too skinny, you won't menstruate and ovulate and get pregnant.
Yeah. But
And if you
if
have
you're- oh, go for it.
well, so I mean, ultimately, you're right. So obesity, so is a different thing than having fat on your body. I mean, if you have no fat on your body, you're dead.
Yeah.
You can't live like that. That's impossible. So we've created a model, a picture incorrectly for men and women, young and old, of what you should look like. A bikini is not a natural dress. Well, maybe it is in the very.
I think it was. I think people were
maybe
making this a long
nakedness
time
was,
ago.
but again, but skinny was not in essence as we're thinking about it. Boobs and butt were reproductive. No boob, no butt, no reproduction. So, but you're right. So again, is it easy to be skinny in any world? In our modern world, it's not, because of the abundance of food, even in a carnivore world. I see carnivores sit down to a meal that is like this big. I'm like, what?
Unless you're like Sean Baker, working out 6 times a day or 6 hours a day.
Which is not natural or normal either, is it?
I think the question, Tatiana, the different way to look at it that Dr. Kiltz has brought up before is that it's a symptom of eating wrong. The body's trying to do something correct with the food that you're eating to produce.
Well,
the
maybe
fat.
we're not eating wrong, but the environment of food is wrong.
The environment of food is
We've
wrong.
never lived in an environment where there was food that just simply delivered to your house, or you stood in line and they packed it, all you could eat. That never existed without tremendous amount of work.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
I mean, you had to work to reproduce and to find food. No cow's going to say, "Yeah, I'm here, eat me."
Or
And-
buffalo.
Yeah.
Or plants basically, or say, "Yeah," they say, "Yeah, eat me."
Wow.
And then they control you.
Questions?
We have a couple more like comments. I want to read this one. J Bud, why beautiful people have more daughters? What kind of nonsense is that? I got a good looking family. We have mostly sons. It's like 16 boys to 4 girls.
It's a simple. Let's see. You put
First of all, it was the title for a book.
it's
Yeah,
a
it's the
title
title for
it's
the
to
clickbait.
sell you something, right?
Yeah.
It's purely for sale purposes, right?
Exactly.
It's a good
should-
book, a great book.
Let's see.
It's all about.
You highlighted a comment and we
don't remember.
didn't comment on that, Alia.
Was it this one? We talked
Amy's.
about that. Oh, here we go. I am on animal-based low FODMAP. Now, I do not eat any legumes, beans, broccoli, gluten, dairy, except freshly made ghee from high-fat butter. I mainly eat pork, belly, pork meats, turkey, lots of ghee.
This is
There you go.
good. Remember, plants. Look at the goitrogenic food list. I know we have it on our website, Dr. Kiltz or Kiltz Health, but goitrogens are tumorigens, which damage our bodies, right?
Exactly. Oops, I think we both deleted a comment at the same time, Dr. Nelson. Let's see. This one, this coffee cup. It's actually called a soup cup, and it says sorry for what I said when I was hangry. So it's a soup cup.
This is a coffee cup.
That's a coffee cup. I still have mine in Rockford, Illinois. I need to get
It's
it
a
next
Kiltz
time I
cup.
go. It's a Kiltz cup.
Go to Kiltz.
KiltzCups.com. Yeah.
Oh, mine's got, this one has a chip in it. I didn't want to get rid of it. I got a lot of chips on me. Makes me better.
I want to ask, does anyone have any more questions for Tatiana? But I'll read this. I went to Costco Business Center for the first time yesterday, and it's my favorite store. 14.5 pounds of Angus beef tallow, $49.99. And outside skirt steak, grass-fed, $7.99. San Jose, California. There you go.
What's your favorite source of meat, Tatiana?
Like beef, pork, chicken, like that.
Where do you buy it?
Oh, well, we get half a cow every year from like a local rancher, and that's probably my favorite place to get it from. If not, I do tend to shop deals at grocery stores. or like local butchers. It's kind of a mix.
Do you want to shout them out?
Oh, they're pretty small. They're like a family. It's like
Very
there's no
good.
point of, yeah. They're
Oh.
great. They're good to me.
Aw.
Yeah.
I want to say
What-
one more time, hashtag KMT, because we're getting towards the end of the live stream here, to get a t-shirt, a surprise t-shirt.
Yeah.
What's
This-
your favorite cut of meat, Tatiana?
My favorite cut, if I could have whatever I want, I do love a good fillet.
Oh, wow.
Secondary, probably ribeye.
Okay. And how do
What about-
you cook it?
How do I cook it? On my cast iron generally, or on like a grill. Cast iron is more likely what I would use. On the
Do
stove
you
top.
do medium well, raw, rare?
It depends what it is. If it's like a fillet, like super tender, nice cut of meat, I will go anywhere from rare, mid-rare to medium. If it's like a ribeye, I like it medium rare to medium. And then like sirloin or other steaks, I like them like medium rare. Just depends on like how tender they are, or the quality of them.
Ever eat raw?
Nope, unless it's raw egg yolks. I've had like raw eggs as well, but no, I don't eat raw meat. I've had this question a lot actually lately. Do you eat raw?
Have you ever tried it?
Well, I've had like raw liver and I've had raw egg, but no, I don't. It just doesn't sound pleasant to me. I enjoy cooking my steaks. I enjoy the warmth of it. Yeah. Do you guys all like raw?
Close to raw.
Oh yeah.
Black and blue. Black and blue.
What
Oh,
other
wow.
what other animal cooks their food?
Yeah, but we are very different in the sense of like we're humans. We have these hands and we have the ability to have a fire and
Right,
make
right.
a fire. I don't see bears making fires, and
You're right.
but
right.
we can make fire.
Look at Pottinger's cats.
Look at what?
Pottinger's cats. Pottinger wrote a book about feeding cats raw meat, cooked meat, raw milk, pasteurized milk. The cats were sick on cooked meat, pasteurized milk, but healthy on raw. The question is it possible that we would be healthier on raw meat than cooked meat? Now, again, I'm not giving you or anyone a suggestion what to do, but because your body is your experiment. Let's see. I think you have to talk to your doctor first, but ultimately, raw, black and blue, rare to raw, black and blue is healthy to me, more so than cooked. Because what happens to the fat when you cook the meat?
You render it, or
It melts away. Rendered cooked fat or no fat, because when you cook the meat, the drippings drip away, and most carnivores I see cut the fat away.
I eat all of it.
No, I'm going to use the word many. I'm going to use the word most, because they're eating. Again, the cow, the fat has been mostly cut away from the animal. The butcher, Dr. Nelson, have you come across this as a problem? The butcher, the producer, the processor cut all the fat away?
Yes. You go to the supermarket and what you find is very nicely trimmed cuts of meat. Even a New York strip or ribeye or picanha, where you would see normally a thick layer of fat, is being trimmed away to be almost unrecognizable. I mean, I can look at New York strip and know what it is, but so many times I've been in supermarkets and everything is trimmed away.
It's so annoying. We almost have the same question here from someone else. Started carnivore 4 months back to gain weight and get period back, but found the it's a different question. The triglycerides rose from 70 to 132 and drastic increase in visceral fat as well. Any thoughts?
Well, first of all, triglycerides can go up from 70 to 132 overnight. Okay, from one day to the other. They're both normal. Ideally, you want to be closer to the 70 than the 132, and there's not information. Many other questions come to mind, but 132, there is no doctor in America that will tell you 132 is high.
That's right. Drastic increase in visceral fat as well, but he's trying to gain weight.
Historically, does it matter if you live to 50 or 90?
Does it matter for whose sake? Like just
Well, for the collective community, in essence, what's the most important thing you're alive for?
Your reproductive years are the main part, basically.
Right. And so as long as you live through your reproductive years, that's all that really matters.
interesting.
You can live longer than that, though.
Someone said they were having trouble getting onto the linking onto the course.
Because women's reproductive years end at like between 45 and 55, and men reproductive years are like until they die. You can still pop and like impregnate women.
Right, and remember I mean, historically, you had to fight for the right to reproduce. I guess now we do that in bathing suit contests and I mean, all of that, right? That's part of our fight, right? Someone writes a book, Why Beautiful People Have More Daughters. Someone else needs to write the book, Why Beautiful People Have More Sons.
J-Bud's gonna write that one.
Yeah.
Tatiana, where can we find you?
Oh, I love it.
On YouTube at Meat Based Tati, or on Instagram I actually just changed it. It used to be just Animal Based Tati, but now it's Meat Based Tati as well. And then in my Instagram, there's a link tree of how you can contact me for coaching, and just a couple other links there.
All righty. Are we giving away something?
We are. Thank you for reminding me. Let me get it up on the screen.
And where can they find the link for the course Dr. Kiltz was asking?
Kiltzhealth.com. Kiltzhealth.com.
Yeah, I also just Googled Kiltz Health Coaching Certificate, and there's a Join the Mighty Tribe. There's a registration. And,
so it's going to be in the Mighty Tribe, so that's probably why it goes to the Mighty Tribe.
Today, but it should be
everywhere. It is already in the Mighty Tribe because I just looked.
Yeah, it is already
there. Everywhere.
So you can sign up directly.
How much does it cost to be a member of the Mighty Tribe, Dr. Nelson?
Very expensive. You go to the link, and when you sign up, you have to give us your email address, and you're in automatically.
Yeah.
And if you go to Kiltz Mighty Tribe or to drkiltz.com, do we have a link to Tatiana there that everyone can find her and get to her amazing content?
Below. All of her links to all of her social media are below in the show notes.
Are we going to go? Where's Hack Your Health? Is it November?
November in Tampa at the Tampa Convention Center, and you can actually get $100 off your ticket if you do discount code Mighty Tribe.
Can you get a link to the Hack Your Health through KMT and Dr. Kiltz? Yeah. Great, thank you. I'm like a crazy man, everyone. Without Dr. Nelson and Alia, this would be the most disorganized site. They make it amazing.
Okay, hey, congratulations, Sean. Winner, you're the winner, Sean. Sean with a cool looking car is your as your picture, please email me, alia@drkiltz.com with your address and your shirt size, and I will get you a surprise t-shirt. Thank you so much. There we go. There we go. Join the certification course.
All right, all. I'm
Okay,
signing
everybody.
off Instagram.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
signing off Kiltz Mighty Tribe. And I got to go to the office.
Okay, go to the
I
office.
got to earn some real money.
Thanks for
I
having
thought
me.
it was I thought money was a
fun.
construct, Dr. Kiltz. Okay. Bye, Tatiana. Thanks so much for
Bye.
joining
Thank
this
you so
madness
much.
this morning.
Thank you for
Yeah,
being
that was a
here with us
pleasure.
today.
It was a pleasure. Thank you very much to all of you for this conversation.
Yeah, you're welcome. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.